What's up, guys? I'm Chucky2009. Hope you're all having a great day. Today we're going to be talking about air drills because I've got a couple of them here. One in particular I've really been meaning to make a review about for some time because I've had this for, to be honest, I don't remember exactly when I got it. I think it's been about a year or so. I've been using it and I wanted to share my thoughts about this with you guys. Now, this is the Ingersoll Rand 7803RA. Now, regular viewers know I'm not affiliated with Ingersoll Rand. Bought this with my very own money. However, if you guys do, click on the link in the description to check this thing out on Amazon and you buy this or anything else on there, the channel does earn a small commission, which helps make unsponsored reviews and whatnot possible. So basically, here's the deal with this thing. In the year I've had it, you know, I don't use it every day, but it's definitely had some hours put on it. You can see plenty of scuffs and scratches here and there on this thing. When I do use it, it's usually for steel drilling applications. Today we're just going to be using a twist bit here to kind of knock some of the crap and rust and whatnot out of the holes on this guide wheel off the round baler. But I've used it using what I refer to as pine tree drills. Runs these things great. I've used hole saws with it, all sorts of random things. Never once a single problem with this tool. Now, the reason why I decided to get an air drill is because I had an old power drill, which I say old, it was probably only 5 or 6 years old, but you know, for modern standards, it's pretty old. And so I decided that I was going to buy my first ever air drill. And the reason for that is because, as you can see, there's no electronics on here. There's also no plastic. This is the way that power tools and most things were made back in the day, like, you know, probably 60s and before. It's all beautifully polished aluminum, feels really good in the hand. There's not that many moving parts. Again, no computers, no plastic, not really much to go wrong. And air tools, you know, you see a lot of really old ones at yard sales and whatnot. So I believe it is a testament to their quality, and that's why I've purchased an entire drawer full of these things, because they, like I said, they don't break and they work awesome. So anyway, this thing works really well. I just dump a little bit of this air tool oil in here because that is one of the few things that they ask for. Work the trigger a few times so this oil goes down in here. Now, it's got a 1/2-inch chuck, which is nice because this is basically a 1/2-inch bit. Yeah, this one actually is exactly a 1/2 inch. You know, when you grab one out of the thingamajigger, it's hard to tell if you're going to be off by a 64th or something, but 1/2-inch bit goes right in, which is great. Oh, and you can use larger bits, of course, with a taper chink. Now, one thing I don't like is the chuck key, but that goes for pretty much any drill. I decided I could do better, so I got a wrench, and I just cut the chuck key up and TIG braced it into place here. But the drill itself, never had a single problem with, no real complaints about. Grab this thing. Now, this is reversible, which is nice because some air drills aren't. There's just this little thingamajigger right here. And yeah, I think it weighs less than an electric drill and pretty much all solid metal construction the way things should be. Now, like I said, this isn't really exact stuff. You know what, actually I'm going to try to blow some of the stuff out so I get less abrasive action against my drill bit. But this is a random little job, and when I'm working on, you know, serious projects and whatnot, it's kind of hard to stop everything, film a random review. All right. Yeah, there's not much in here, just like 18 years worth of dust and crap in these holes, so I can't get them to go, I can't get the bolts back through. All right, great, first one's done. That's the other great thing about air tools, you just pop them loose. Ugh. You just pop them loose and, you know, you don't have menagerie of cords everywhere, just one air hose. You know what, screw it, I will drill some holes in something for you guys once I get this done, because I guess it's kind of insane when you think about it to make a drill review and not drill a single hole. Alright, so I figured we'll try this out with a variety of bits, which are probably going to be hopefully a little bit better for demonstrating this than the random job I showed you guys. But whatever the case, this thing turns at, I want to say, about 1800 RPMs or so. It's really not all that crazy fast. So it's great for drilling through steel because obviously you don't want an insane amount of speed through that for most things. However, much like the concept of a 2-speed electric drill like this one, now it's in its second speed, now it's in first, and now this is like, I don't know, 900 RPMs, and this one's, let's say, 2400. Don't quote me on that. But it's nice to have 2 of these things, one set to a higher speed range, so that's why I actually have in here this drill, which is I think 2900 RPMs, and this one's like 17 or 1800 or something. So it's great because I put the smaller bit, which takes more speed, in the little red drill and use this on the larger one. However, it is much better, I know most of you guys already know this, it's much better to have a slower drill for both than one that's too fast for both. So if you only have to have one, this is the one I would have. This is some 1/2-inch plate, just a random drop. Figure we'll drill a hole here. All right, not the world's sharpest bit, but here's the thing speed-wise about this drill. Like I said, it can do it all, but as evidenced by the fact that I have 2 of these things for different speeds, I really only recommend this one for use on anything that's like 3/8 of an inch or larger. If it's smaller than that, it kind of takes all day to do anything with this drill. However, for a lot of metalworking applications, as most of you guys know, that slower speed is actually a positive. And hopefully you guys can see this here. This tool does have a Jacobs chuck, which a lot of people like. So that could be a selling point as well. All right, now one of the other good things about this is this handle here is infinitely adjustable. We can position this any way around the drill that we want to. And with a little 1/4-inch bit, we don't really have to worry too much about this thing wanting to grab and twist or whatever, but with a larger bit like this, of course we do, so it's really nice to have that extra leverage. With a 60-gallon compressor like the one I have, you can pretty much run all day if you wanted to. Obviously, if you have a smaller one, it'll still work, but you can't drill for quite as long before your air pressure starts to tank a little bit. Get it? Tank? Never mind. Anyway, all right, let's do this. So you can see 1/2-inch hole and some 1/2-inch plate. And this is a nice reminder as to why I got a mag drill, because that took for friggin' ever. But anyways, you can see the drill can and does and will certainly do this. All right, now I know a lot of you guys use these pine tree drills. These are, if you're like me and you didn't know about these until very recently, the way they work is you start this thing going in a smaller hole in sheet metal, and it just progressively widens and widens and widens the hole. The other thing they're awesome for is deburring stuff, because you can put it in a hole and it just rips off that top little edge, trying to widen the hole a little bit, but you only run it for a second, rips the burr right out. So I figured we would try one of these, because I'm trying to give you guys a pretty good demonstration of this, doing like all the common stuff somebody would do with it, you know, large and small twist bits, and the ones of those it is and isn't good for, and this as well. And just for you guys, even though I despise hole saws, I think I'll be willing to try one out. So let's see here. So as you can see, we just took that hole from, I believe, a 1/4 inch approximately to about 3/4 of an inch, depending on which one of those fractions we ended on. And it works great. I mean, we could sit here and do this all day. And keep in mind, this is on steel. If you work with aluminum or something, it'd be even that much easier. Also, one other thing I'll point out, kind of a review within a review. These little Chinese pine tree drills, this is one of those cheap tools I bought that actually works extremely well. I've had this set for probably 6 or 8 months now. Use it all the time, and I think the 5 of these cost about 20 bucks or so. If I remember, I'll be sure and put a link in the video description along with the drill. All right, hole saws. Oh boy. All right, guys, I don't like hole saws. And as most of you guys watching this already know, if possible, I would very, very highly recommend saving your money and getting yourself a mag drill, so you don't have to mess with these things anymore. However, if that was a feasible option for you, you probably would have done that in the first place. You wouldn't be watching this video, so whatever. But the point is, this little drill will do a good job of running a hole saw. Don't get me wrong, it's slow, chattery, sloppy, and miserable. But as far as what can be done with a hole saw, it'll do it. And these things, you know, I say they're really not that bad. I got started with hole saws too, and they do get the job done. All right, call me what you want. We're doing this on some aluminum. Actually, that aluminum's too nice. Here. Ah, perfect. Nice and nasty. Okay, let's see here. Got some 1/8 inch aluminum diamond plate. I have no idea what grade of aluminum this is. Oops. Yeah, I have no idea what grade of aluminum this is, but the reason it's sitting around here is because it doesn't weld worth anything at all. And so, I don't know, some of you guys know more about metallurgy. A lot of you guys know more about metallurgy than I do. So, whatever grade of aluminum is commonly turned into diamond plate and welds absolutely horribly, that's what this is. All right, let's see. You know, actually, well, I'll start and then I'll move the camera. I'll go very gentle so you don't slam this hole saw down when the pilot bit goes through. Nice! Oh man, these things really are not bad on aluminum. Alright, so just to recap this review, I absolutely love this drill. I'm pretty sure this was my first air drill. That red one I got and this one, I think I ordered them within the same like week or two, and again, I've had them for probably over a year at this point, so memory's a little blurry. But I absolutely love this thing. It's done everything I've asked of it, even running a hole saw. It's great for, get the camera strap out of the way. It's great for running twist bits 3/8 of an inch and up, but you can run smaller ones with it. There's no reason why you can't. It just takes all day. It runs smooth. The trigger doesn't bind. You know, on some air tools it binds the little side-to-side deal. Occasionally it gets a tiny bit stiff from sitting if you don't use it for like weeks on end, but really no reason I know of not to buy this drill. If my shop burned down, you know, steel and concrete building, so I'd say that's probably not going to happen, but I don't want to because, you know, challenge accepted, right? But if my shop burned down, this is definitely a tool I would replace exactly as is. I wouldn't get anything else. I feel like for however much it costs, I don't remember off the top of my head. I remember though when you compare it to an electric drill and the fact that this will last basically forever and has no electronics and no plastic, if you ask me, it's a pretty good deal. So yeah, no regrets whatsoever. Absolutely love this thing. One of my all-time favorite air tools. And again, had it for like a year or so approximately. Never once a single problem with it. So I just wanted to thank you guys for watching my video. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more. I know it's a little bit of a random review, but like I said, I had to use it on those Baylor wheels, and so I figured I'd film this because I've been meaning to. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more. Links in the video description below to this drill and some of the other goodies I used in this video. And as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more. Have a nice day, everyone.